Now you can see it. Okay. Turning to World of Horror. What sort of new game could I do here? Going back to customize playthrough here. What would I like to do here? I got an idea. Crash. The irony here is that if the crash seed actually crashed the game. Okay. Welcome back to the city of Shiokawa, Japan, 1980X. This strange is happening in our town. Rogue figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing, discussing creatures, terrors in the seaside. Rapid technological progress, error bring comfort, unknown threats, old gods, malicious eldritch beings. They want to kill us all. Okay, but I have some clues, spells, and insanity. Well, let's get through this. Beyond the realms. Papito, you're here. Here, Papito. There's your blanket. I guess it's too warm for you right now. The old train slows down and stops at the last station. World's at hand. You finally arrived at the due town. Okay, so who do I want to play as right at this point? Ayaka Koroi. Juryu Okusawa. Pretty sure playing as you means that I have to play the game extremely fast. And there's also you, Yumiko Ichimura. Let's play as you again. Let's see, baseball player, couple history, cold, second curse, no faded. Extremely fast, why? Oh yeah. Well, Juri Okusawa is the speedrun character. Not only do you have the regular Doom at the top of the screen, but you also have a secondary Doom as well, because Juri is being stalked by an unknown horror, and once that horror catches you, you can no longer level up. On the flip side, you actually get to level up twice as fast. Play as you again. Let's see, ill-fated. All event checks automatically fail. I don't really want to do that though. Can't even have any allies with me if I have you with me. Yes. Let's go with no effect for now. Okay, what sort of god do I want? I remember playing as endless mode and only getting to level 40. 45, yeah. The update can't come here any sooner. Right. Let's awaken whatever sort of god here. That Ozarasu? Athodu? Athulash? Oizo? Or Zektast? Just went to all. I don't really want that to happen either. I think I would go for Othodu instead. The supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Perfect black marble statue. Rediscovered and currently waiting in the Museum of Ooh for its long-awaited premiere. Alright, here we go. New injury, concussion. So what happened? Alright. Go ahead and randomize everything and continue. Hopefully you have everything selected at this point. That's pretty much it. Alright. Got all we need over here. Lucky bat. Just go ahead and equip that. +2 luck is good. What was that I just saw there? You say ooh, I say redacted. It could be either. Bottle right now I have. Store some liquids if I want to. Local police are helpless as more and more victims turn up in the downtown area with their throats slashed. Censored, of course. The apartment stalker. Okay, let's take a bath. Fill up the bottle of water. And for a small XP booster here. gun, sport team, cute shirt, always running. That one's not bad. I supposed to do like this one too. Let's go with the default. Looks like only 2 of these are working right now. So there's a scoop of Sunlit Shuttle and taxing task of taking a taxi. All right. Now let's see what we got here. Restless rumors or residential recluse. Let's try out this right here. Here's a scoop of Sunlit Shuttle. Yet another case of missing persons in Shiokawa hits the front page of the local newspaper, catching your eye. Yep. The one common denominator? All the missing individuals were last seen boarding the city bus, never reached their destinations. Authorities refuse to comment on the situation, claiming the lack of evidence. Wild explanations are swirling through your head. Serial killer? Yakuza feuds? Aliens? Determined to get to the bottom of the story, you begin your investigation. Here we go. Alright, so catching random buses hoping to stumble upon a solution seems like a fool's errand. Help yourself and study the article, looking for more details surrounding the disappearances. I could prepare, and I'll just end up getting some. Yumiko right here has a baseball. What it does is kind of just lowers the just their power, so it would be less accurate. A history club here. Probably do something. Ooh, that's really high on that end. Okay, what you got there, dog? Flashlight, steak knife. I could use the flashlight though. A map. Let's go for the map. Equip that into the slot. Go to the history club and see what you got here. Got yourself a human skull? Random result after casting a spell. Huh. That much doom. At least 10 if I want it. Memory extract. +2. It'll heal, but +2 reason. Art knowledge. Honestly, I do want to try out something like this. Some more. Give me this. Okay, let's get started here. +15% doom. Air here is noticeably colder. Vending machine. Wander through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. Or I guess that brands of soda inside, but you really could use a drink. Why not get the cheapest one? Whoops. Buy a can of off-brand soda. When you reach for it, inside the machine catches your arm. And you're injured myself. I got a cut artery here? Each investigation. I don't like that though. Major injury. I gotta go to the hospital for this thing. See, no police officer, meaning that the modifier here would mean that I have -1 on all of that. I gotta remove that. Wouldn't just repair this thing is gonna cost -2. I think I'm in stable condition. Let's go. Let's go to the schoolyard. Alright, would you guys help me? To join? Well, there, thank you there. Program? I guess not. And who did? No one did. I got 2 friends here. -1 knowledge? Well, I'm already less knowledgeable here. +1 charisma. Would that help me with you two? I guess not. So what'd you say here? Clap bow. That's the start of it. Guess not. Okay, let's go. Don't think I need you since that's -1 knowledge here. Talk to you and you'll just be... Alright. See ya, Michi. Now investigating. Library. Sculptures. You enter the art workshop, and the room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. strikes you as eerily realistic. I'm pretty sure that's a boss. I mean, that's an enemy encounter if I do that. Masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in the cult book. Take it with you. Shiokawa mask. It's faster spiritual actions. Well, go ahead and equip that. It's a good thing I didn't have to worry about any of these danger modifiers. So that was just kind of a simple item to collect instead of a skill check. Your search reveals that the first reported case occurred nearly a month ago. Since then, several more have followed, catapulting the story to the front pages. All the articles, sensational yet scant on detail, leave you with more questions than answers. Perhaps the local newspaper that first broke the story will provide more tangible information. Now investigating an alley. Stone statues with the Moai statues. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of Ooh Park. Ooh. Or just redacted, whatever you want to call it. I don't have any spells, so... Arrive at the office of Shiokawa Kismis Chronicles, a local tabloid that has been covering the story. You managed to arrange a meeting with the journalist, hopeful that they might reveal facts omitted from their public story. Alright. Investigating. Street. Yeah, I don't really have the folklore studies. What I do have is art knowledge, and that's all I can offer. Alright. Now we're here on Shiokawa Kismis Chronicles. The journalist, Hina Arakita, is impatient. Look, I agree to meet you because I thought you knew something, not to answer your questions. I can't just be giving you up my sources to anyone who walked in here from the street. Appeal to your sense of duty or offer your own theory? Do I even have a high enough amount of charisma for this? No, I do not. I mean, it was kind of high enough. I just needed to pass. They rolled a 10 and I had 6. I tried to appeal to her journalistic integrity, but she scoffs at your naivete. Still, your grandstanding seems to have touched her conscience, because she at least gives you the list of involved bus routes. Though you can't shake the feeling it's more out of pity than any real belief in your ability to solve the mystery. Yeah, because of that, -1 reason. Still, kind of high, alright. Promise to share any future discoveries. You leave the newspaper office with more details and insights regarding the missing cases. Equipped with this new data, you decide to hit the library again. Process everything you've learned so far. Investigating. Corridor. I don't have any of these. Oh well. Journalistic notes. That's only happens if I actually succeeded with her. Or have that one skill that I didn't have. You sit down in the library hoping to make heads and tails of all the information you collected so far. Ignoring weird looks from other library visitors, you empty your bag and set up all the documents and notes in front of you on the desk. Good thing there's a coffee machine here. Anomalous coffee machine, anyone? Look for common patterns in known cases. Perception failed? You've been rolling too high for this. The last one was, you rolled a 10. This one you rolled 11. After hours of searching through timetables and cross-referencing maps with a few confirmed cases, that begins to slowly emerge. The alleged victims seem to have no direct link to one another. Various buses and stops involved seem to have shared certain common characteristics. Yes, but because of all that time wasting, it's like +3 doom. Okay. It appears that all the disappearance occurred on the long daily routes, westbound or eastbound of Shiokawa. Sunny days exclusive. When settle the next likely affected route and schedule, you prepare to embark on the journey yourself. Well, let's go to the bus stop, investigating a street. Ooh. Meet certified dental technician Kamai. By day, an unassuming tech at the local clinic. By night, a maniac stalking the night in search of perfect teeth for his special project. Maniac dentist. Bare teeth for your killer. Now I have to worry about this fellow here. 55% with that bad, of course. Could do is just go with the defense options and try out best course of action would be if I could brace for impact. And then be like 3 damage if I do just that. Oh, that like 10% more, 65. Let's try it out if it works. Brace for impact! I hit ya! CDT Kamae punched you in the mouth. Kamae. There's a possibility I can end this because it's like 5 damage. I could just do that. Perfect hit on you. Can't really do that there. Have to take some hits here. I can't really go for a second one unless I do this. And that'll actually be just enough, kinda. It's gonna be like 10 seconds off this. Okay. Another bit of the defense action here. Brace for impact. More likely to hit you if I do this. Which would just be just enough for that. Not really. Brace for impact again. Got him. Okay, now this should be the last of it. Alright. Attack with the lucky bat. Smashed. Less than experience. Great work. I like that sound effect. Got a box cutter, huh? It'll do less damage compared to the lucky bat, which is 4. But, it's faster. Is it? 75 speed. This is like 65, meaning that it takes less time to get through the entire thing. But it has a chance to hit is very small. Could just trade it in. No one will buy it. Let's see here. At an early stop of a bus route that matches the pattern, and the scene is nearly deserted. Only few passengers, silhouettes against the sunlight, stand waiting, lost in their own routines. Wait for the next bus to arrive. Now investigating the street again. I don't even have insomnia. Well, in real life I do, but not in the game. Bus ride number 1. You're bored. You board the bus, taking an empty seat. At first you keep your guard, but as stop by stop, the route goes through familiar streets without incident. You relax. With the engine's rhythmic hum and warm evening sun on your face, you can't help but slowly drift away. Well, try and stay awake, though. Oh, what the? I couldn't. Remembering why you're here, you fight to stay awake. Despite your efforts, the accumulated exhaustion of the last few days win. One moment you're just out cold. My reasoning. Bus ride 3. You jolt awake from a dreamless snap, disoriented and uncertain where you are or how much time has passed. In a panic, you look out the window to see the street swiftly passing by. I mean, I almost nearly won that. I just needed one more strength. The sun is still shining, even brighter than before, but for some reason, its harsh glare no longer feels warm on your skin. Can't quite recognize Shiokawa. Great buildings cast long, dark shadows on the desolate streets. Chill runs down your spine as you turn your gaze away from the window. Once familiar city now feeling alien and foreboding. Bus ride 4. It seems the other passengers are gone. You're all alone. As you ponder your options, you suddenly feel a hand on your shoulder. A figure in the familiar uniform of a ticket inspector stands looming beside you. Cold sun rays obscuring most of his face except the silhouette. Show me your ticket. Success! Oh, this time I did. You rummage through your bag, feeling the scrutinous gaze from beneath the shadow of his cap. Looks a little bit like the Beholder guy. What was his name? Carl? Yeah. Can't really remember his last name. It's been a while since I last played Beholder. For a brief moment, you can't find the bus pass, but you quickly locate it tucked between some newspaper pages. Relieved, you pass it to him. Plus one reason, hell yeah. Restaurant 5. When you offer him the bus pass, he doesn't react at first, as if uncertain what to do. Then, after a brief pause, he snatches it from your hand and inspects it closely. Don't disturb him. Opting for silence, you avert your gaze and focus on your feet. Still for an awkwardly long moment before finally handing back the pass. But where it turns around and shuffles away. The quiet of the bus envelops you once more, a stark reminder that there's still a long way to go. Better get comfortable. +1 curse. A mind wipe. Okay, all of the experience that I have. Go in head empty mode. One stop too far. Things are not always what they seem, but perhaps it's better not to look too closely. The ride continues with no further interruptions, and an odd sense of complete detachment starts gripping your mind. But then the bus stops. Despite feeling queasy and lightheaded, something deep inside urges you to stand up and stumble through the door just before it closes. Continue. As the door closes, the bus departs. You sit down on the bench, confused, strangely relieved. The sinister feeling is gone. Feeling the landmarks of Shiokawa boosts your spirits. You're not even quite sure why you boarded the bus in the first place. You're supposed to go somewhere? Yeah, it just didn't happen at all. Oh well, time to go home. I wonder if the same bus goes the other way. I got N to be off of that. I had like one boss fight, but one encounter, but that's fine. Alright, time to continue. Fetid fumes. Air feels heavy and hard to breathe. Rest is less effective. Oh boy. Alright. It'll take a key right here. Take a little bath right here. That should be all of that. A small boost. Let's see what you got. Minor earthquake in the seaside region has revealed an entrance to a partially flooded cavern system. Local scientists believe some of the corridors could be man-made. Whatever that could be, and that weirdo on this side. Start with the mystery. Got that and cleared. But I'm gonna get the ending B off of you. Chilling scissors. Alright, Fable with Fear Festival. I'd like to do that one though. Let's go for the Fable of the Fear Festival. Your aunt has sent you a letter inviting you for a curious sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. Beside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? Ask yourself as you board the bus. Famous last words. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stop at its destination. Get up and take a deep breath before looking around. All villages and nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Continue. Your group has arrived in the village and is currently unpacking at the inn. Some time to explore. The festival begins this evening. Alright, let's go to the inn here. Check. Action unavailable? What do you mean? Inn's room is dusty like it hasn't seen any visitor in years. If anyone's cleaned it out since the last festival 27 years ago. Okay, so check this out. Wait, what's that? You don't know? Okay, let me go ahead and check this out first. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta remember that. It's clap bow to start with. Check out the painting. You freeze in terror as something on the painting moves. There's a hole in it. Are you being spied from the nearby room? Minus 2 reasons. I'll go ahead and just get to the... That's the clock though. Ready and furious about the hole in the wall, you enter the inn from the back, trying to find the room that connects with yours. Finally found it. You enter and scream. This weird pervert. You must have seen too much. What have you seen? Okay, let's see if I can just defeat you in 2 hits. If only I can actually do that a second time. Alright, let's try this out. Yes! Defeated. Oh, but I also got another Kurokosa mask. Guess what I could do is either use it as ammo or just as... more for the festival. Wakes you up. Step closer to the windows and look out. Can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. You heard figures are standing at the forest edge, one by one. They light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What's that all about? Who are they? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest and try to find more information about the festival? I mean, I guess I could do that. Go back to the forest. And I'm already wearing a mask. Sell this for some more cash here. Okay, let's go over here. Investigating field. Shiokawa. An old priest is performing a ritual to appease a local demon imprisoned underground. You're invited to join them. Well, go ahead and participate. Failure? Struck by a huge man wearing a demon mask. Trouble following a pattern of steps. The ritual's disaster. I should have just gone to the forest. That wasn't even open. Okay. Let's see what you got here. Go to the festival, buy a souvenir, with more friends. Let's buy something here. Map, prayer beads, kayaki, more holy candle. How much is that? 2. Let's see. Can't really sell that. Kayaki. I already have the map there. Take the holy candle. Okay, get that. While in the inventory, once more. And then look for friends. You're still into your friend, Fushiko. Hey, can you spare some time with me? Yeah, I will. Be your friend out. Come back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. Talk about something, awakening the next dawn. Not safe here, though. So pathetic. Decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. Can't be too careful. But why? I have Fushiko with me. Kick action does one more. Sukuban girl. Let's go explore the forest. Investigating thicket. Hillside. Oh, my reasoning is going down. Let's go back to the forest again. Investigating stream. Hunting party. Uh-oh. Can I actually do that? Reveal yourself. Success! Oh, and they also gave me a free flashlight with that, too. Here's my check success. Hell. Hey there, says the hunter. This forest is not safe at this hour. What are you doing here? I ask about the danger, but they just hand you a flashlight and point you to the nearest road. You should leave and not go and get back there. Why is it all quiet all of a sudden? Well, what's going on over there? Is that blood? Where is everybody? No one knows. Blood and sickly smelling sludge leaves the outskirts of the answer awaits you. Let's go ahead and enter the forest. Investigating a thicket. I have a flashlight for this. Sunstorm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. You discover a strange marking on the cave's wall. Flashlight beams reveal additional symbols hidden in the shadows. Conveniently, I just earned the flashlight. They help you interpret the spell instructions on the drawn cave. What is the spell? Void, huh? Go to the current event and instantly investigate a random otherworld location. That could be useful. I can also forget. Investigating forest. Small shrine. What can I do with that? Also, I would like to get rid of the mind wipe. Okay, out of that, there, I got some of my XP again. Trail of rotten fruit. You stumble on a small forest shrine. Probably dedicated to some local spirit. Destroy it. Topple the evil-looking statue. Success. I discover a bundle of money beneath it. Well, alright. Get some money from the little thing here. Some of the patterns. Investigating the forest again. Following the ghastly music, you find yourself in a forest. Sound is getting closer. Oh, it's got the ribcage woman. Got this flashlight here. Extra perception. Not really in my slot there. I just have it with me. Let's see. I should do that really well with that. 68. What I can do here is just dodge and brace. Or any special attack if you have that. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of fighting. 78. Should be fine. Bash him. Got. That hurt. More damage here. I just need one more. With your help, that actually is pretty good. And then kick. Go for it. Smash. Kick. Hell yeah. Got enough to experience the level up. So what do we have here? Folklore studies? More knowledge? More luck? There's plenty of luck here. Swift maneuvers makes the dodge go from 50% to 60%. And I should go for some more strength here. Okay. So sunrise. Then factory. This must be the place they're looking for. Alright. You ever notice that this forest looks like a face? Got like two little clearings right here that look like eyes. And this little dark patch looks like a nose. Enter overgrown factory. Captured. While exploring the factory, you are caught by masked people you've seen from the inn's window. Tying you up, they bring you to the cult leader. You'd come in a raspy voice. Your aunt's voice from behind the priest's weird mask. Towards the door behind you. Our master is waiting for the final blood sacrifice. Struggle. Uh-oh. I have some weird thing coming out of a portal. And then suddenly... Ooh. The loud bang, the ancient horror disappears, and the high priest falls to the floor, grabbing his shoulder. The last thing you see before blacking out are the beams of flashlights and the hand of a police officer saving you from falling. Later that day, detectives interrogating you are confused when you tell them about the ritual. Blood in eldritch beings is abandoned, with no trace of blood anywhere. You're the only one seeing the ancient horror. Well, I got ending A off of that. There's like one thing I was missing to get ending C, and that I need the occult robe. I had the mask, that helps, but I needed something else. While you couldn't catch the leader of the cult to interrogate them, the people are safe. Or the old bus, wondering what would happen if you didn't stop the ritual in time. Well, that's pretty good to have, though. Okay, time skip. I'd have sworn it was Monday, not Tuesday, right? +5 Doom? Oh, great. Mostly just +2 because at the end of this area. Now, what I would like right now is just to get back more reasoning. There you go. Local dentist has been found guilty of implanting dog teeth on their human patients. Motive is currently unknown. Still the weirdo on the side there. Okay. Got next right here. Scissors. Right. See if I can delete that one. There's still this one with the task attack taxi. Probably do that last then. You know the freakish fable of frightened blood. Researchers from a university in Tokyo are researching a curious rock formation discovered a few weeks ago by the tourists in the village next to Shiokawa. We read about it in the newspaper. The sudden disappearance of the tourists was the subject of school gossip for a few days. Ultimately, no one was found. Rock formation must be somehow connected to the events happening in your town, believing that the researchers can help you. You have to pack yourself and visit the village yourself. Let's go in and investigate that thing. It's another one similar to the festival. Arrived at the inn, neglected bus stop. Kaibera Village, the final stop. Bus suddenly stops as the driver opens the door. Reluctantly, you notice you're still far from the village itself. However, before you can ask any questions, the bus doors close. And then suddenly, as the old bus drives away, you see the village in the distance. Hopefully it won't rain too much. But look at the clouds, suddenly you hear splashing sounds behind you. That's strange, not? The only passenger on that bus. But then we have this sweaty assailant here. So sweaty. That could try and dodge. That's like racing would be much better here. Try it out again, or hit you with this. The kick would technically be better here. No, not really. Okay. I mean, there'll be a lot. Only by +2. Okay. I'll try this out. Better hit it. 85% chance. Go. Try and dodge. Ah, I still got hit. Let's see here. I tried to dodge, but it didn't work. Missed. Let's take you out. I better do it like this then. Go for it. Ah, I missed. Did too much damage off of that. Well, this will be guaranteed. Just score! Yeah. Managed to defeat the mysterious assailant, but he flees into the woods before he can tear his mask off. Who was that? Well, whoever it was. I would like to investigate the curious rock formation. You can see the curious rock formation from the bridge leading to the village. Nowhere to be seen. Did the winds scare them off? The carved pillars are older than the village itself. Find any information about them or the rituals they're connected with. It's also raining too. Alright. Rest at the end. Alright. You enter the inn, hoping that you will find the research team there. Well, there's one of them. It looks just like the inn from the far fabled festival. Every room is empty except one. In the last one, you find a visibly stressed man, Atsuda-san, the expedition leader. Thank God you came. We've been attacked by the villagers and got separated. I'm worried for my colleagues. As we learned here, the knowledge. It's too dangerous. Must escape this place as soon as possible. And now I have to find these three. Gulps and looks out the window before continuing. This thing I saw, my team was at the school. It's an empty classroom to keep our research notes and equipment. For clues. Remember, we must flee before the river level get too high, or else. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is just do a little bit of resting. But I can't really do that. Okay, fine. Well, leave the building. You can always go back here and look. I mean, there's really no one here. It's a free action. Break into the school. Stubborn receptionist. I don't even have Kazumi Nakawa here. The only two I have right now is just student D, which is Kaide and Fujiko. Getting access to the student database would certainly speed up your investigation. The receptionist would never allow it. If only there was a way to make her go away for a while. Okay, just go talk to her. Charisma check failed. Well, you weren't able to convince the receptionist to let you access the database. Yeah, it's been a waste of time, Punch Doom. But I did find something in there. Why was there still a receptionist? It could have been a ghost. Ah, but hopefully the notes you find are still good. The pillars are related to the cult of the fertility goddess. They refused to help us with the work and forbid us from researching the village's archives. You mean this thing right here? I got the notes and all. It doesn't really do anything. They're still missing though. Go to the forest, investigating the village. The Great Zambini. A traveling troupe set up their tent just outside town. See the Great Zambini, the bite of steel, the Kevlar enamel, performing great feats of power with strength of his teeth. Says, witness the force of unfluoridated water unleashed on stage. If I have Iwa here, for distraction, there's no time to waste time. Now. You keep your head straight and continue with the investigation, leaving that tent behind. I won't be going here, but -1 doom. Alright, let's go to the forest. Investigate, abandoned hut. I think I just went to the village instead. Oh, I sure went there before. -2 doom. So I have the map that helps with that. It's said that a famous priest died on the rock. His wisdom has seeped into his tap into the power. That didn't work. Knowledge check is so ass. Can I just, did it actually go forward? Yeah, it actually did. I'm still trying to look for where they are. Let's see, are you in here? If what's behind you, realize you aren't the only student here. Do you mean it's time to get closer? Got you here with them. Well, I guess I could try this out instead. We're going to the other world! Okay, so I can't really do that here. I gotta fight you! It would be so easy just to hit you twice with this. Let me see. 4, 8, 12. That would actually defeat you right then and there. 2 kicks. Kick! 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 What's that? Another box cutter, and it's broken too. I didn't really need that in researchers. Hiroki Shinoya. Oh, just. Would you be able to look at this thing? Not yet, okay. Let's see, research misses. Village right here and see if I can find you investigating village. -2 roads. Consult the map. I'm going to plug up closed mini roads. I have the map here. Then the map. Finally locate a safe patch of use for the locales. Got it. And I found Sakina Okada. Would your help do anything with this thing? Nope. Alright. Go back to the forest and find Kaori Yuito. Investigating the forest again. Lost forest. Exploring the forest is exhausted, getting dark, so we decided to get back to the main road. But where's that? Are you lost? I think this is going to give me more doom if I do that. So now I'm just going to go to the void. Lost of time and space. You drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards light. Boreal expanse. This thing again. Temperature abruptly drops, and you shudder in the icy cold. Find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland, and a sudden gust flings you to your knees. Heel deep, feeling your chest tighten and ache. And ears are already numb, and you have to move. Toward the pyramid. With success. Those guard corpses standing on the internal guard duty find you worthy. Kindly decides to share his forbidden knowledge with you. Well, it's -3 reasoning. Oh, great. And I get frostbite from that. This is strength? My strength! Ah, no! I do have this, in fact. Swing and hit. River attack. Action. Increase the damage of the next weapon attack by 2. This could help out. Haunting dreams. By completing mission. That could be good. I should add more decks. Swing and hit. So that's what I get from just what was it? Okay, so prepared attack. Actually increase the damage. Yeah. You're still over here in the forest. The thing is flooding. Investigating the forest. Discovered an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing that has been knocked down, and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Investigating clues. Success! Footprints and tracks suggest a fight. Owner of the tent must have been dragged by 2 unknown attackers into the woods. Watch out! Found, linguist here. It's too high. Well, I already got that. Let's go to the rest at the end. And let's go escape, This is our only chance. Let's go. Escape! It just disappeared. But where? It's right over here on this spot again. Oh, damn it. And now we're back to this thing again. Okay, I gotta fight the Takithira and cleared villagers. Oh, that's gonna do so much reasoning damage. Okay, just target the villagers here. Combat damage, combat, incoming. That should be alright here. Attack will do 4 damage on this end here. Let's see. Try and dodge. do a prepared swing and let's see. Let's do that one, but go for it. Urge into the water. Did that get my? Oh, yeah, it sure has. Try this again. Okay. Swing the lucky bat. I just need to do like one more here. Okay. There's that. And that. Strike. And I also hit you with that. Do that. And that. Go for it. This is gonna hurt. Okay, that should do 9 damage. This should defeat them. Yes! With only one reason left. Defeated. The Eldritch monster disappears as suddenly as it appeared. What's left of Cabetta Village is a group of deeply confused villagers. They noticed the embarrassed Masuda-san. Research team parked their jeep on the hill. Wasn't affected by the flood, knowing that time is of the essence. They drive you back to Shiokawa, so they will be alert to the government. I got the ending A off of that. What do we have here? Blood Moon? Oh no. Have some additional power off of that. I'll just drink a little bit of this. Some more health healing here. I know that. I do like the extra luck, but I need more reasoning. There we go. All right, little key. Once a year, the ramen shop appears where there was once an alleyway. The ramen sold inside is made from the former patrons. For any health problems, they say that though. Gain that again, and more reasoning, which I do need. I only have this and that left. Let's go tasking task for taking a taxi. As the night gets old and the gathering reaches its natural conclusion, you decide to call for a taxi. Yeah, good luck with that. You're better off waiting for the morning bus. When passing by, chuckles, you pick up the receiver. The same company you usually do, only to be told that there are currently no vehicles available. You choose the second number from the phone book, and then the next one, but each time they are either unavailable or you need to wait an absurd amount of time, so don't even pick it up. It's a full moon for the next 2 nights. We have no drivers available, when the dispatcher says. When surprised, you try to drill for more, she quickly hangs up. As far as you're aware, there are no events happening in town. The average, it's an average weeknight, so why is every single taxi suddenly gone? Time to get to the bottom of this. But first, let's go home. Let's hold this for a little bit more stamina. We could use more healing on this end here. Okay, let's see. Let's go shop for some items. Do you have anything here? Backpack? Slot B with the mask. I don't really need this mask anymore. Flashlight map. I already have the map. 2 extra slots means I get to have more here. Just give me the backpack. Replace the mask with that. Master spiritual actions. Okay. Hospital here. What do I have that I could frostbite? Yeah. Minor injury. Too bad that I don't have that. Let's enter the pharmacy here. I don't have that much knowledge. So, against undead enemies. Not what I'm looking for. Let me do one more. Restock, please. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Give me that. Good. Bandage up the frostbite. I got my strength back. You bandage your wounds. Alright, another. Okay, that it's cured up. I could use more reasoning though. 51, and there's only like 2 of these mysteries to investigate. On your way through the darkness to the bus stop, a taxi passes you and stops. Pastor getting out just in front of you. You wave at it, and it waits by the sidewalk as you quickly get in. When the driver turns on the meter, you start grilling him about the mysterious scarcity of service. Mind if I smoke? He asks, and lights a cigarette before you have a chance to answer. Alright, investigating an alley. Right over by the ramen shop, you say. Silent street. Something's wrong. You don't see anyone on the street. I sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. Out of here, minus one reason. Ugh. He introduces himself as Autori. Turns out he's not from Shiokawa, but from the neighboring town of Higanbashi, other side of the riverbed. Other drivers don't even take fares to Shiokawa, he says, but I just got my permit and still need to pay back the last installment for the car. Look for the fares here, though. After I drop you off, I'm splitting back to Higanbashi. Don't worry, don't want my tire slashed or worse. Right? Investigating a building. Grab some coffee while this is going down. Now, if I was playing as let's see, what was her name? Now, yeah, if I was playing as Aiko, and then had the core strength perk, I would be able to actually get to this one. Pit maneuver. With Autori's droning about Shiokawa drivers' alleged elitism and hostility towards outsiders getting partially drowned out by disco rhythms on the wireless. You lose the thread and doze off in the back seat, only to be suddenly aroused by a piercing sound of a klaxon and light beams filling the interior. You see another car rapidly closing in on you. The driver leans out of the window. Hold on! Success! Grab the panic bar and hold on tight as the other car hits you. Autori frantically fights to regain control. After smashing through a trash can, you come to a full stop on a sidewalk. The other car turns around, going straight at you, as if ready for a head-on collision. You adjust the course and, with a squeal, stop by. Well, let's go ahead and level up. I can also just re-roll if I want to. Not the first time I get to do enough of that. Extra dexterity could be useful here. An extra reason for a cleaner mission. Fuck. Do quick thinking and some more strength here. Okay. Territorial dispute. Moshi Moshi Taxi, the best service in Shiokawa. We're on its door. Shiokawa people belong to us, you yokel, and you, pedestrian. He spits. Watch those cars you're getting in, or you're gonna get one-way trip to the forest too. One-way trip to the forest? That where all the taxis appear during full moons? Yeah, where taxis? Well, if you have a chance to finish your question, he peels off, honking triumphantly. Tori steps out of the car and shuffles on shaky legs to inspect the damaged fender. And I'm only a second owner. Oh, these low-life scumballs haven't done it now. And now I have Autori as my ally. Nothing wrong with going nowhere, but we should be going nowhere fast. -5 experience when investigating, but also -1 doom when investigating. Which means instead of the doom going up by 2, it's going up by 1 only. Quickly reach a mutual agreement with Autori. After dropping you off, he's going to go back to his town and try to find out more about the conflict between Higanbashi and Shiokawa Corporation. Phone number to stay in touch. Alright. Okay. I don't have any money, so that pretty sure the next thing that's gonna happen is I mean, I could rest, but right now we have see, not that one. This. No, that's not it either. Fed feuds means that rest is less effective. It's not good though. Very low amount of breathing. But I do have enough stamina. Investigating corridor. Next move. Or bath, you think about all the possible leads so far. Very tired, and so maybe a nice cold water is a good idea. Success! Ice cold water revitalizes you and you're ready for investigation. Got like +10 more XP. Back in your apartment, you pick up the latest issue of Shiokawa Christmas Chronicles from your doormat. Any missing person reports? Inconclusive. While the sheer volume of disappearance in Shiokawa lately is indeed anomalous. Don't notice anything related to the taxi specifically? Yeah, let's go see what the taxis are. Investigating the staircase. Uh-oh. Passing by a faulty elevator, its door suddenly opened. You step back, noticing a weird, tall woman standing in the darkness. Do you live here? I'd never seen you. Uh-oh. Tall woman? That's a Cyclops neighbor. -3 reason? Oh, hell no. I think the best course of action would be if I just, escape. Because, I have low amount of reasoning, and if dodge doesn't work, then the next hit would get me. So, we're gonna go ahead and escape. I'm sorry to do that, even if it's like +5 doom. The phone rings. Couldn't get anything useful out of the other guys. You mentioned Shiokawa. Everyone's like a deer in headlights, no matter how hard you pry. Speaking of, totally unrelated, you might want to avoid Higanbashi for some time. My Tori sounds manic, but I've got something better. I've got a plan. Let's meet up and I'll swing by. Alright, investigating apartments. Your taxi is waiting. As you step out of your apartment building, you see a car with a roof sign parked further down the street. Recognize the make and model, and looks like Authority doesn't waste time. Walk towards it. A sudden honk startles you. Turn around to see another taxi barreling down the sidewalk, right at you. Driver grinning behind the wheel. So if I have the running, it seems to me that the best way to play this game, or at least this custom mission, it would be if I was playing as Aiko, because she is the one that mostly has core strength and running shoes. Now let's go invasive maneuvers. Make a run for it as the incoming taxi is breathing fumes down your neck. Slow down and glance behind. Car closing in rapidly. And jump to the side. The front fender brushing against your thigh. Speeding vehicle passes both you and Atori before it brakes efforts take effect. +10 XP. Parking violation. The back door of Atori's car swings open. Driver's hand on the frame. You jump in and the car pulls out. You turn around, wheezing, scanning for other car. But it seemed to have given up the chase. Leaning back in the seat, breathing a sigh of relief and Wonder Bomb air freshener. Something's off. Where's the nicotine stench permeating the air? Where are the bead mats on the seats? Why is the radio off? You seem to be in a hurry, friend. Don't worry, we'll get there soon. With the unfamiliar voice of the driver as you realize you're in the wrong car. Uh-oh, we're in the wrong spot. Placement, driver. I don't even have escapee. That would be for the, what was her name? Okay. The Miku, yeah, that's it. With Ryder Miku. And she has the escapee perk, but I can't really use it. The driver turns to you, not looking at the road. Getting chauffeured by an outsider and snooping around in our affairs? This won't do. You see, our social society is built on order, and order is kept by rules that must be followed. Break the rules is to reject society. And without the society, humans are just animals, prey for wolves. Let him Randall is trying to stop the car. Stop it! Shout at the driver to stop, but he doesn't react. Now grasping the wheel with grim determination, Knuckles pale. Now this ride won't be so easy. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight. Poke the driver in the eye, and he cries out. Letting go of the wheel, you lean forward trying to grab it, and he swats you out. Hey, don't disturb the driver! Lowers the gas pedal. Rapid acceleration slows you in your backseat. We're gonna have to fight this guy, and each time I let him, it's just gonna raise the doom by 5. It's just outrageous. But I do have this thing. Only I can actually use that one though. So if I do this twice, that'll be 14. That'll be 8. Can't really do much against that. Plus one more. Can't really do that again. I could always just do this instead. Go for it! Smash! That's gonna hurt. But I can do it again. Okay, just do that. Get ready to smash. Go, attack! Smash! Defeat the driver by just smacking him in the head with my baseball bat. Lucky bat. Oh, hey, Pepito. He's back again. Okay, there you go. Pepito's just down. Oh. Found a new item, a map. I already have myself a map, and I'm using it right now. Investigating village or forest location has a small chance of lowering doom. It has done that, I believe, either twice or 4 times. Something like that. Whoops. I'll go ahead and trade it in. I'm already using one of them. The car jumps onto the curb and comes to a stop just in front of the surprised passerby. Pick yourself up the ground. Keep the change! The cabbie chuckles and peels off, honking. Shaken, you scurry back towards the apartments, looking over your shoulder. Yeah. Investigating another corridor. A taxi attacks! As you turn the corner before your apartment building, you feel your blood boil. There's a car blocking the alley. Creep closer to check the livery. Motion attack. Prepare yourself. No, it's not. It's actually, looks like the real thing, huh? A toy pats the logo with a smug grin on his face. We're gonna crash the forest party tonight. Keep their dirty little secrets for ourselves. But first things first. Excess luggage. Roy jumps out of the car, glances around conspiratorially, and finally leads you to the trunk, rubbing his hands in glee. I brought something I thought could be of use, he says, tapping the hood. I don't really want that cigarette, though. Hard pass. Might as well check. Success. The toy swings the trunk open, and for a moment you expect to see a tied-up taxi driver from Shiokawa inside. Imagine. Instead, find an assortment of various melee instruments. Not bad, considering there must have been collected on short notice. Driver's essentials. Now, what would I like here? In case these maniacs recognize us, we have to scratch some bodywork. You appraise the weapons. Take whatever grabs your eyes. For me, I've got something better. What would happen if I have the crowbar here? Box cutter wouldn't do much. Heavy duty flashlight, I already have myself one right there. But that is technically better, and you can use it as a weapon. Crowbar. As you swing the crowbar around, Atori walks back and pulls something out from under the driver's seat. Submachine gun. People leaves all kind of things in tags these days, he explains, aiming through the sights. Strength. How much is this one, though? It has +2 luck. Its chance to hit is at 70. Higher chance, though. Although it's much, much slower. It's by 5. I think it would be better if I just kept this one. Alright. Work on the alley. It slowly gets dark. And then bright again as the moon rises in the sky. A car with a familiar color scheme and roof sign shoots by. Tori turns on the engine. Ready to roll? You hide under a scruffy blanket in the back seat to peek through. Yeah, let's go through it. Investigating a street. Dream Man. Oh, it's that guy. I don't really think I need this anymore. Make room for it. In the morning, you usually only remember glimpses of your dreams. You know 2 things. First, they're always both terrifying and inescapable. Second, the man from your nightmare is standing on the other side of the street looking for you. Confront the man. Failure. Oh my god, my reasoning. Getting closer, you start panicking at the situation starts to resemble your nightmares. Finally, you reach the breaking point and run in. It's like a perfect 12, and if I can only raise that much. You soon leave the urban area. Turn onto a dirt road, faced by poplars at first, and then the wild thicket colored in. Leaves lashing at your roof and windows. Your signal grows weaker, and Atori tries to adjust the dial in vain to catch the last of the top 40. Fast way seems to work. You blend in with the chain of cars going in the same direction. No turning back. Gonna have to go with the forest though. I have this map, and this one perk that should help out. I get various curses from this for just a little bit more bonus. I'm gonna go here first. According to legend, this tree's root is toward the grave of a alleged witch. Nailing a straw dot, this tree will grant you your wish. For a price, that is. Wish for strength, knowledge, or money. I don't need any more money, I just need more... Well... What I really want is just more reasoning. I guess it doesn't really work with this thing, right? Let's go for a spell. The buried witch takes her toll. What did it give me? Blood Frenzy. Additional combat lose? Lose 3 stamina. Blood Frenzy. +1 damage. / receive additional combat damage. This is gonna hurt. Is that paint? Does that mean I do 1 more point of damage? But I also take more damage. Berserk. Investigating, clearing. The taxi gathering. The road leads to a clearing. There are already dozens of taxis parked on the edge. All turn towards the middle, the lights meeting and burning together like a supernova. A toy parks the car next to the others, and you wait, holding your breath. One by one, the headlights turn off. A toy follows suit, till only the yellowish moon above remains, seen like a sickly eye of a petulant child. Wait. Whoop. You hear a scream. A man in a robe, ornaments glimmering and shimmering, steps onto the moonlight. Two other figures dragging a struggling young woman behind him. I know her! Tori gasps. She was my first passenger to Shiokawa just before I picked you up. Look around at the other cars. Drivers fixed motionless, hands on the wheels. Just an illusion, or is the moon getting bigger? The tube's rising. Sacrifice. The mooks throw the passenger against a tree at the edge of the clearing. Hold her in place. Turns toward the gathering. By the rights of the Covenant, he claims, his voice jarringly nasal. The price for transgression is blood! Well, this is not good. More doom? He pulls out an odd knife-like shard of rock, that's a knife, from under the robe, raising it like a dagger. He takes a step towards the screaming woman. Hattori swore under the breath. It's my fault. Door, that's the driver's code, but instead I went chasing the next fare. A 0 to a 60 and a 7.5. Boy cranks the lever to open the driver's side window, leans out and rips off the fake Moshi Moshi logo, then turns on the headlamps. Sharp gleam cutting off the ambient moonlight. Cult leader raises his hand with the rocky dagger to cover his eyes, but breaks away from the surprised cultist running to the side. Now, what option do I have here? Too many of them. We need a plan before we... Distraction. Maybe we should leave and contact the authorities, okay, and then Hattori would just end up just running one of them over. Go for that one. Boy hits the gas, tires spinning, and spitting clumps of dirt and grass before getting a grip and shooting forward. Car hits the cultist head on, upper body planting it onto the hood with a loud thud, before crushing it against the cohorts and the tree. So you taxi. Vehicular manslaughter. You sit in silence for a second, only punctuated by the never-resting meter, struggling to clean the blood off the cracked windshield. Or leans out. Get in, lady. And he manages before his airbag detonates, knocking him out cold. Around the clearing comes to life, lights blinking on and off as drivers scream bloody murder and gun in their engines. Run to the trees would mean I would abandon Hattori, since the good means that it would waste all the bullets. Let's take over the wheel. Push the groaning Hattori to the side and climb into the driver's seat. Needing the deflating airbag, a door slams behind you. It's the passenger. Get us out of Shiokawa! That power doesn't reach outside the city. Just drive, she says. The odd turn of phrase. Turn the ignition key and the engine wakes up instantly. The driver is you. Around you, all hell breaks loose. See silhouettes running towards you. Moving from the various angles as more and more headlights come alive. By a crescendo of horns, engines, and backfires. Put in reverse gear and backed away from the tree. Body of the master cultist left behind like a squeezed-out tube of toothpaste. And actually a 3-point turn. The clearing, now demolition derby arena, only way out cut off by running men and vehicles alike. Alright, let me drink some coffee before I continue on. Okay, what was I? Drive around the chaos or drive right through? Go right through it. You choose the shortest past the exit road. You don't mind to obstacles as most of the other cars end up in a massive pileup. Twist of fate, you recognize the face of the nearest running man. It's the same taxi driver who tried to kidnap you outside your apartment. As it leaves an imprint on your windshield, the body rolling over. Nice one, taxi. Yeah. You look in the mirror. Behind, scores of taxis in hot pursuit trickle out of the clearing, bouncing up and down on the uneven road, screaming against each other with reckless abandon. Ahead in the moonlight, a junction closing in. You're not sure which way you came from. Must have missed it in the darkness while following the other taxis. Oh, you're still unconscious. Consult the map. Globe the map, almost ripping it in the process. Trying to orient the dashes squared with your current position. Try to do that as quickly as possible. You're coming up to a crossroad. Here's to Taurus. Glance at the map, recognize the relevant landmarks. So right now, let's see, we're at the crossroads right now. Where are Oh, we're right here. This is where we are. Can either go to the lake or to the Dead Man's Curve. Lake seems to be the fastest way here. Alright, so we can either go right or left. So by going left here, go right around the mountainside here into Dead Man's Curve. It's right here. You don't want to go through there when driving through. Gotta slow down, otherwise you'll fall down there. I feel like going right is technically faster because you're going by the lake. And I have gone to left. Let's go right. Gosh, custom layout right here. Go right. Go right. Your tires lose the grip on the muddy road. And for a moment you're drifting. The road turns right again and then downhill. Behind you, the pack follows. Continue. The trail. I can still see that one guy on top of the roof. The dirt road blends more and more with the ground until only a vague and pale trail remains. The car's tires and suspension not up to the task. You fight with the machine to keep moving forward. Most of the pursuers appear to have even worse time in their short city boy limousines. A single pitch-black sedan with an opaque windshield appears beginning on you rapidly, perturbed by the uneasy terrain. Either keep it steady or gain some distance. Speed up! Put your foot down against the car's protest. Each bump in the road sending your stomach up your throat. Beside Atori winds his head as rudely against the dashboard. Rearview mirror, the sedan seems to keep the distance. Other cars now even further behind. Just gotta worry about that. Got some taxis, only 13 just chasing us. One of the black sedan ones. And a gun. The floodplain. Force opens up, rail heading circles around the lake, but not before a section of it passes under a sheet of muddy water. Look down there! The passenger punches your shoulder. Look to your side, and sure enough, way down the hill, through the vegetation, you can see an asphalt road. Current path. Take the shortcut. Slope looks pretty steep and overgrown, but you're confident in your ability. You yank the wheel, and the car turns left. Continue. Downhill. You naively expected driving down the overgrown slope would deter the more sane of the taxi drivers. It's not working out, as the entire chain of cars swerves off the road like a bunch of psychotic lemmings. Whereas as the front of the car suddenly drops down after passing the crux and a first tree comes to greet you, you realize how steep the descent really is. And one of the taxi drivers just flew off. Evasive maneuvers! Failure! Ah, damn it. I have plenty of stamina for this. You desperately wrench the wheel left and right, but end up bouncing around like a pinball anyway before landing on the road like an obese toad. Good thing you managed to gain some distance on the other taxi drivers, because they're not doing so hot either. There's 2 taxis and 2 stand. I need a little bit more dex than that. If I had Kazumi with me, right now I only have Fuchigo. The road straightens out. Your top speed matches your pursuers. You're safe for the moment. Hopefully there will be no more surprises. Hear a squeal, and turn to see Atori inspecting his smashed nose in the side view mirror. First my car, then my face. These exhaust sniffers will rue the day. I've just squirmed nervously. I either demand some answers from her, or focus on the road. Huh. Which one? I don't know. Demand some answers from her, or focus on the... Possibly just focus on the road, though. I could use more reasoning. Drive this road until death sets you free. It's not time to let your guard down. Well, this snake could cost you dearly. Dread out Atori trying to argue with the passenger and focus on the road. Make your pursuer's next move. I get some reasoning. The fair dodger. Familiar bloody face suddenly slaps against the cracked windshield from above. Hand reaches through the driver's side window and claws at your face. Was a replacement driver on the car's roof since you ran him over back in the clearing? Behind, the taxis speed up. Shark smelling blood in the water is this guy. Either fight him off or push the brakes. Or gun. Use the gun. Gun. The seat's trying to block off the maniac's assault with the other hand. Looks around in confusion too. Where is it? You hear a cocking sound behind you. Allow me! Hector says, aiming the gun from the back seat. Whoop! and then you just shot the windshield. No, you keep the change. Careful, lady, Hattori warns. You might hurt someone. Yeah, the replacement driver. She pulls the trigger. A series of deafening thunderclaps rolls through the car's interior as a swarm of 45 ACP bullets narrowly miss your face, piercing the roof, dashboard, windshield, quite everything, really. You've got to be. Ah! The windshield explodes as does the face behind it, and splattered with blood and other substances, but the cabbie's no longer trying to gouge your eyes out. That's a plus. With no grip, the body rolls off the back. In the mirror, you see it smashing headfirst through the windshield off the nearest pursuing taxi. Off the road. Looks like the replacement driver is gonna need some replacement parts. -1 taxi and +10 experience. Highway pursuit! You merge out of the motorway, and Shiokawa's city limits should be right ahead. You look in the mirror. There are still several taxis on your tail, now moving erratically across the asphalt river. 2 cars break away, covering the outer lane. Oop. I had to clear my throat a bit. What was I? The road is straight. There are no more obstacles to hide behind. No more stratagems to exploit. Accelerate! The speedometer is already topped. Taxi is right on you now, scratching against your side, sandwiching you in. The driver is sneering. You inevitably find yourself getting pushed off, one by one. All 3 vehicles veer onto the guardrails and launch into the air towards a billboard right by the side of the road. Here we go. Shiokawa, a nice place to visit. You pierce right through the middle, the Mate building painting exploding into shrapnel. The other 2 crash into the billboard's support pillars on the sides. -2 taxi. Look at them. Go splat. Regain control. Smash! Screech! Squeam! Whoa! You land on uneven ground with a loud thump. Suspension pushes it to its limits. We're jumping back over the barrier in a single physics-defying motion. The car swerves. The steering wheel ripped out of your hands, sideways across the lane. It reaches for the meter and switches the tariff to out of town. Continue. Duel. For a moment it seems quiet. We did it, says the passenger. The usurpers wouldn't dare to. Then the pitch-black sedan cleaves through one of the wrecks, spreading debris and body parts around the entourage to beaten up hulks not far behind. Oh, here we go with this thing. Put it in the gear, and the car's tire screams on the asphalt. Push it to the limit, or fake out. I don't really have that curse. It would be neat to see how that goes out. Let's fake it out. It rolled a 1 out of my 7. Success! Floor the gas pedal and charge towards the incoming taxi, looking for an opening to dodge. At the last possible moment, you flick the wheel, deftly, and the metal machine responds in kind, adjusting its trajectory. You barely brush the sedan, it swerves to the side, slamming against the concrete divider and somersaulted high in the air. Oh boy. The black sedan, right? Whoop, there you go. And its driver's name was Death. You keep driving. The rest of the taxis continue towards you, unshaken by the demise of their pack leader. Road rage reaching beyond administrative borders. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. Pedal to the metal. This road is not wide enough for all of you. The throne of the curb stomp king has only 1 seat and it has no seatbelt. Hattori grabs the empty machine gun. He opens the sun visor above you. Third magazine drops out. None left. We have more. Prepare yourself. We'll get them on the pass-by. If we don't make it, it was an honor riding with you. You two are utterly deranged, the passenger sighs. But some kind of brain defect. I suspect toxoplasmosis or having too much gasoline. The pale-faced sovereign couldn't ask for better champions. Now that is definitely not statement. You can't quite get to the bottom of this right now. Next to begin their final approach, one hand on the steering wheel, you roll down your windows. Get ready! This is gonna hurt. Actually, this may kill me. Because my reasoning is so damn low. Okay. 5 or 6 or 8. Okay. How can I kick with this? Turbo lunatics. So if I do this, that would be 16. Doing this, be 15. I won't be able to get that. Just plus 1 would be. I mean, that would already be 16 by just doing this. Would I be even able to survive that? Because doing this will give me 16, will deal 16 damage off them. But, I wouldn't, yeah. I could just use this for a bit. I have an empty bottle. Can I throw this? Throw it at the enemy, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna try and dodge, if possible. And, can't really do that. I can't turn on you. That'll do more damage. It'll actually go to 8. Which is the same as this one. Doing that twice would mean I get 12. Try and dodge it. Yes, you dodged. Okay, I may be able to survive this in 2 turns. Try doing that again. Can't really brace myself if that goes on. Go for it. Yeah, I dodged it. Okay, I should be able to get through this now. Now, use the lucky bat. Do that twice to get a perfect 16. Ooh, exact change. Defeated the Turbo Lunatics. Hell yeah. Now, what can I go for this? Bunch of drinks. Extra reasoning. Yeah, I would definitely pick that. A little bit more dex. Defeated the Turbo Lunatics. Resolve. Got myself a can of fuel. What am I going to do that, though? I don't even know what runs on gasoline. Alright. The last taxi flips over and bursts into flames. We did it! We actually did it! Hattori puts the gun down and reaches for a lighter. Hold on. I need to clear my throat. You sure about that? Look! Passenger points to the remains of the pitch black sedan. They're getting out! Investigate the wreckage. Pitch black sedan, you say? And a real hero. You step away from the empty remains of the crashed sedan, wondering if the driver somehow managed to sneak away, or if there never was one to begin with. You and Hattori climb out of the ditch to get some hard-earned answers. Passenger jumps out of the cab, grabs something from a seat, books it across the road, and disappears in the forest, wherever they went. Hell of a night, huh? Hattori stumbles to the car and leans on the fender. Sure, maybe we didn't get all the answers, but hey, at least we saved someone. There should be no more issues with taxi availability in Shiokawa, right? Look back at the road from the clearing. A trail of smoky, smoldering wrecks and pillars of pitchy smoke marking your path. Uh-huh. You know, after all those, how many taxis were there? At least 15 or more. They've all been destroyed. So, if there were any taxis available, well, there are now. And behold, the carnage in silence until the first ray of sunlight bounces off the windshield. Tori puts out the cigarette and starts the engine. I'd better be going. Don't worry about the fare. It's on the house. Looks like some taxi permits have just freed up in Shiokawa. See ya when I see ya. Alright. He speeds off, leaving you incredulous on the side of the road. You left me behind, Hattori! Well, the piece of gravel shot by the tires bounced off my face, and I got ending A off this. That's pretty good. Thoroughly investigated. Old God stirs. School curfew. Can't even go to the building now. Library is closed. There is no library here. Okay, I got like one more after this. Minor earthquake. Fill up that bottle. Get some more reasoning. Doing all I can to survive from that. I can also just use this to drink from. One more stamp. What do I have left here? Just you, a spine-chilling story of school scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it, a terrible woman has returned from the grave. Oh, with the widest smile. And the sharpest scissors. You knew your friend was up to something when he left you his notebook full of cryptic notes. Sent her back where she belongs, claimed. After you two disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It was a ritual that claims to stop the wicked woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen again? Glug glug, I drank the bottle of water. Okay, your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. This requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil, and then the lighting of the holy candles. I only hope your friend has left them somewhere around the school. Yeah. The storage, I only have these things right here. A little bit of a friend's diary on that end. It looking like this and all. And, I'll keep that with me if I need it. Check out the lockers. Tiny key. That's the one that's bad. What's that? You don't know. And that there's like a wooden bat. I mean, the lucky bat I have is much better. It's luckier and faster. It has a higher chance to hit, but this is pretty bad. Go ahead and sell that wooden bat. Some otherworldly thing is it with that thing. Can't really perform the ritual though, so explore the city. Investigating a gym. Upcoming exhibition. Uh-oh. The museum starts hanging up posters promoting the Greek art exhibition. Unaware of the danger, the opening night might prove to be the last night for us all. It's coming now, and now you know the date. Plus we do and experience. Blessed chalk not found. Holy candles not found. Something's happening within the school. We must hurry and find those items. Yeah, we'll go find it. Investigating classroom. Dead man's float is empty at this hour. It's dark, but you could swear something suddenly moved under the surface of the water. Turn on the lights! And luckily for you, no horrors look in the water. I get more reasoning for you. Something evil stalks the empty school corridors. Well, let's go ahead and peek outside. Peek on outwards and see what the hell that thing is. You shouldn't have looked. Where's that again? How to explore, investigating a gym. Dead man's float. This time I avoided one of them, but I have to go fight this thing. Enter the damp-smelling sport wing. You notice a backpack drifting on a swimming board in the middle of the pool. Could it be what you were looking for? Into the water. You enter the pool and start swimming towards the backpack. Suddenly, the water turns murky, and you realize you're not alone in the pool. Prepare for combat! A bloated figure emerges from the murky water, blocking your only way out of the pool. Got the bloated teacher. Oh my god, -5 stam? Dangerous. Let's see here. If I could just do a little bit more here. That there is like 8. That's 15. A little bit less. Let's see, that's 12. And that would be 18. Just 2 more from this one right here. If I do that, and then this, well, that wouldn't work anyway. Okay, try and dodge that. Then prepare for like one of these. Lucky bat, strike! Ooh, dodged it. Now I can take you out with ease here. Strike! Strike! Hell yeah. Managed to dodge that one brutal attack from... and I still have my reasoning here. Okay. When you found the blessed chalk, it says I have... well, yeah, now I found it. Okay, let's consult the friend's diary. Square, triangle. Square, and it's that one right there. Got the symbol there. Okay, now put this back in storage. Okay. Can't really perform the ritual. Let's go to explore the school. Investigating a gym again. The park guard, it's this thing again. Look out! Park guest. Yeah, I see ya. Conversation is getting louder. You must hurry. Oh, that guy gave him a reasoning downwards. Explore school. Investigating corridor. I don't even have looting. That would require me to play as Miku. Final base. You stand in the middle of a baseball field, built back with when the school had a team. It became overgrown. Only go here to study or relax. Something feels very wrong with this place. About this place. Can't quite put your finger on it yet. What's wrong? My reasoning. Failure. You break into a cold sweat. A baseball field shouldn't have so many bases. Are those graves? It's too reasoning. My reasoning's going so low here. Found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. Where was your friend's backpack? Everything's ready for the ritual. Wait, what's that? The tall woman here, just slapping her hand on the door's upper window. Uh-oh, look out! Take a step back as the writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. A bit more like it's a slit-mouthed woman with the scissors. What was her Japanese name? Either way, it's, the 3 heads not connecting to each other is giving off like Tomy vibes. Now's your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It's your only chance. Prepare for combat! Hopefully it only does just stamina damage instead of reasoning. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? No, it's all. This could be the very end of it. Try and dodge it, because it's the only thing I can do. Okay, go try and dodge. Because if you don't dodge, I lose. Ooh, dodged it. Which means I can actually do this now. Well, it would be better if I do, let's see, 69, 80, 5, fair and 5? No, I guess not. 15. Actually, it would be better if I do this instead. Go to 79. Let's try this out. Missed! No! I lost. Because I missed. I hit you twice, but I missed. Oh, that would have been it too. Oh well. Bugs have made the horse disappear anytime soon. Killed by the scissor woman. Only a level 5. In this run, I managed to solve 4 mysteries playing this town. And I didn't see any new events, or new enemies, or new achievements. Damn it. The health dropped too low, and I died from that. I missed the first chance, but I hit you twice after that. If I didn't miss the first one, I would have actually been able to succeed here. There's always a wonder if to do that. Did end up dodging the other one though. That would be it for World of Horror. Still kind of expecting or wondering when the new update for this will be. I know that Pants is now back and just he said he's about 95 or so done with the update. But when will he release it? I don't know.